Hey, welcome back to GearWire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley, and we're taking a look at the Fender Pro Jr. 3. This guy right here. He's not that big. See? Haha! The Fender Pro Jr. 3 is the third generation Pro Jr. It's part of Fender's hot rod series of all-tube amplifiers. This is the smallest combo in the series. It's a 15-watt combo. It's got two 12AX7 preamp tubes, and it's powered by two EL84s. The speaker is a 10-inch Fender Special Design speaker. The control layout on this guy is very, very simple. It's a single channel amp, and you only get two controls. You get volume and you get tone. And even though you only get these two controls and it's only a single channel, you do get a pretty wide range of tones out of this amp and a wide range of gain. And it does get pretty loud. It's a 15-watt amp. It may not have enough headroom to stay clean when competing with a drummer, but it can definitely compete with a drummer and not be in total overdrive mode. Let's listen to it real clean first. On this Strat style guitar, I've got a couple of lace sensor pickups. I'm going to do an in-betweeny position and just have the volume up at about 4, maybe 5. And I've got the volume on the Pro Jr. Right at about 8, so kind of high, and the tone is about 8 as well. And now leaving everything on the amp the same, let's increase the volume on our guitar. So while we're playing this guitar with our single coil pickups, let's just play a little bit with the tone control. Now I've got our tone at 8. Here's our tone maxed. Here's tone all the way down. So if we, for example, have the neck pickup on our guitar selected and we crank up the guitar volume, if we put the tone all the way up on the amp, well, let's bring it down first. If we bring the tone up, you can hear we can increase the articulation a little bit. So let's switch guitars so we can hear how the amp sounds with humbuckers. So we've kept all of our settings the same on the amp. We've just switched guitars to a Blacktop Jaguar. Volume barely open. Let's crank it up, hear what it sounds like. So there's a lot of gain lurking inside this guy, and it gets pretty loud too. The Pro Jr. 3 is it's the third generation, as I mentioned at the beginning. The recent improvements include better shock absorbers mounting the power tube, so you get less power tube rattle than on previous models. They've also improved the knobs. They're set screw knobs, heavy-duty knobs now. It's a larger jewel, sort of like light-up jewel button on the top, sort of vintage-style jewel light, I guess is what it's called. The writing is reversed on the top, meaning that when you're standing in front of the amp, you're reading it properly. So the old amps, when amps were first arranged, it was before PAs were sort of de rigueur in venues, and so bands performing would do like I'm doing right now and stand behind the amp, and they'd plug their microphones and instruments all into the same amplifier, and so the control plate used to be oriented so that if you were standing behind the amp, you could read them properly. And on all the, or in the previous generation Pro Juniors, they followed that standard, but they flipped it around because no one really does that anymore. So let's play one more type of guitar through this guy, because I think it makes a really cool slide amp. So the Fender Pro Jr. 3 retails for about $400. 15 watts, gets really loud in this guy. And the EL84s have really cool breakup. It does remain clean when you back off the output on your guitar. And then you can get some really gnarly gain, real great bluesy and classic rock gain out of this guy when you dime the controls. So that's the Pro Jr. 3 from Fender. I'm Owen O'Malley, and you've been watching GearWire.com. See you later.